Welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this is just a brief video on the Omega Battles Bespin. Now, I know that both of these are coming out this weekend. Looks like one's going to be on Saturday, and the next one will probably be for Sunday. These are always really easy, which is nice that once they open up for you, I think you have to be level 76, maybe 75. I can't remember. I know it's in the mid-70s before you can unlock these battles. But anyway, I know they're really, really easy, and so that is nice. So people can come in here and get some free swag, so to speak. And you can do all the tiers. You can do them once without a refresh. So you don't. It's not like you get one battle and you have to choose which tier you want to do. Kind of like some other things, you have to do that. And this one you don't. So this one you get just to go through and do them all. They're letting me pick, of course, from Geonosians or Rebels. So, guess we'll just do it like that. It's easy, so they only give you 3 slots. By the way, I've had a number of videos out over the last few weeks with the Wigs combo, the Biggs Wedge combo, and whenever I'm trying to do my commentating, I do my commentating live. And so I know there was a video someone called out about a week ago where I did over 60,000 damage with my Biggs and Wedge, and I think I said 45k. And then yesterday I did. I was saying approximately 40k, and I was doing more like 28 to 32k on those hits on those tanks. I'm doing instantaneous math, you guys. So for anybody out there who's being critical, knock it off. I'm just messing with you guys. I got thick skin. I am not worried about it. And that's all she wrote. Pretty simple. And that was for credits. If you go to possible rewards, it'll show you kind of what you get. The ability materials you can get every day pretty easily. The credits you can get every day pretty easily, but obviously you need both. So of course do these battles, but the last one is the only one that's really worthy of the refresh, and it's really dependent on whether you need these Omega materials. And if you only played for 6 months or less, the answer is going to be unequivocally you probably will, and so it's just a matter of how many refreshes are you willing to afford. So yeah, instantaneous math while doing live commentating is a little bit more difficult than I realized. Whack! It's nice that Lando hits for around 9k on his basic. That's awesome. Oh look, there's Lando across the way. Whack, whack, whack. And the first battle has 1 battle, the second tier has 2 battles, and the third tier has 3 battles. I guess to make it progressively harder, but you can see first tier was just, I think you could be level 30 and complete it. I mean, not that they'll let you, but you could have level 30 characters and beat it. This one, you could be like in the level 40s and still beat it. Whack! Love those basics. Tell you, critical damage is where it's at, but I know that there's all that critical hit immunity going around now with the new Shore Trooper for the 5 people who have him. But I'll tell you, he's easily nullified by the B2. I'll say, by the way, the B2 is now farmable. Go farm him. Put him on a high priority list. I know on my Galaxy rating, he's a Galaxy rating of 4. And that was his overall rating, and he's kind of a back burner guy where you definitely want him, but there's some other characters you definitely want to farm. And the reason for that is there were some other tanks that scored a tiny bit higher than B2, but I will tell you that the utility purposes of the B2 are fastly making him a 5-star Galaxy rated character for sure. And I would highly encourage or recommend you guys prioritize him very, very high. Now, if you have Biggs up there and you're trying to get Wedge, then finish farming Wedge and then go to B2. But B2 is kind of a solution to tons of different metas from the old evasion meta. he was able to put evasion down and make sure that you were striking the other team. So he was great for the evasion meta from back from the Dooku days to the old Ben days. And then he takes away taunts, which is great for, you know, the next meta as well as like the current rebel meta. He just, B2 has tons of utilitarian purpose, and he gets tons of turn meter and gets to go a lot. He's not the tankiest tank in the world. He doesn't taunt, and he doesn't do a lot of damage on his basic, but he gets to go a lot, put evasion down, and do, you know, buff immunity on everybody and remove all of those positive status effects while he does it. So just an overall excellent tank. If you're going to go double tank in the arena, especially if you're going against anything I just said above, the evasion teams, a new shore trooper, anything like that. If you don't have Sunfac, which a lot of people don't, B2 is the next best thing other than Sunfac. For real, he is a great substitute for Sunfac because he's A, farmable, Sunfac's not, and B, he can just do mow down and take away everybody's positive status effects and put buff immunity over the heads of a bunch of them. So that was my Omega material, by the way. They're asking at this point for another Omega material, 200 crystals. Not sure that it's worth it. You'll have to decide for yourself. But as always, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon. Keep your gaming on. Warrior out.